Hello again, friends, and welcome to a brief full body yoga flow. Thanks for joining me. I'm Sarah. Grab your mat, let's get started. Let's find ourselves in a cross-legged upright seat, reaching tall through the crown of the head, and arriving here in your body in your yoga practice today. Checking in with how you feel. Your hands can rest anywhere on your thighs or wrap around the front of the shins as you lean back slightly to bring the base of the skull over the tailbone. Gently draw your belly back toward the spine to create a sense of lift right up through the center of the rib cages, right through underneath your chin, right up through the base of the skull toward the sky. And take a moment here to consider your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate with this time on your mat? Dropping your chin toward the body, bringing your hands together at heart center, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today, and taking this time to connect to yourself and the present moment. On your inhale, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to turn the palms forward, arch through the upper back. And then on the exhale, we're going to reach the fingertips forward, thumbs up, squeeze your knees in, uncross, cross your other ankle on top, and let's inhale, stretch up, reach up through the fingertips, and then exhale, reach forward, coming into a cross-legged forward fold, inching the fingertips toward the front of your mat, and then walk your fingertips over to the right, turning your torso to the right, left rib toward right rib. Keep dropping your left sitting bone down and look at your right hip, breathing along that left side waist. And inhale, exhale, walk the hands back to center and walk your fingertips over to the left, crunching that left side, dropping that right sitting bone down and breathing through that right side down into the lower back. And then walk the fingertips back to center, reach your arms up again. Inhale, lift, arch the upper back, gaze up, and then exhale, squeeze your knees in, cross your other ankle on top, reach up, palms forward on the inhale, exhale, reach forward, and fingertips or palms all the way to the ground, coming into that forward fold for another moment to breathe, chin toward chest, and then roll over the knees and extend one leg back and then the other back, coming into plank pose. Soften your knees almost all the way down and then sweep right up into downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet, lifting one heel at a time, waking up the backs of the legs. Fan the fingers wide and root through your index finger and thumb. And then on your inhale, wave into plank pose. Keep a nice line from back of head to tail as you lower down, chaturanga, coming all the way onto your belly. Feet are flat for cobra pose. Drag your palms toward your hips. Find that back bend. And then exhale, gather the belly, tuck the toes, and come right back to downward facing dog. Breathing length all along the spine, right up toward the sky. Let your head shake out, yes. Stretch your right heel high for a three-legged dog. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, knee to nose, lift your belly, slide your right foot right between your hands. We're going to spin the left heel down and come on up to warrior one. Reaching your arms up alongside the ears, rooting through the outer left foot. Let's then sweep the arms forward out into airplane arms, reaching the fingertips away from your shoulders, and then right back behind you and interlace the fingers and start to lay your right front chest on top of the thigh. And we'll wring out the shoulders, letting the crown of the head hang. Humble warrior, ostrich pose. Gathering your belly in toward the spine. When you exhale, let the crown of head hang. Now root through both feet, lift the belly, slowly come all the way up. Straighten your right leg all the way. Drop your knuckles down. Inhale, lift your side waists. Gaze up. Exhale, bend your right knee, release your hands to frame the front foot, and then swing that left heel over the toes, and we'll take a twisting lunge, right hand on your back, or right fingertips extend straight up toward the sky. One more inhale into the belly. Exhale, release your right hand down and step to plank. Now you can go right to downward dog, or lower down through chaturanga on the exhale. Inhale through to cobra or up dog. Exhale, let's meet in downward dog. And find a breath or two to recenter and bring yourself back to a sense of steadiness and ease. And we're going to go ahead and inhale, lift your left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose, slide your left foot through. Spin your right heel down, drop the tail. Draw your belly in and come up to warrior one. Wrapping your ribs in toward the center midline. Rooting through the outer right foot. And then start to lean forward. Open your arms into airplane arms. Sweep the arms back around, interlace your fingers. And then start to fold toward humble warrior ostrich pose. You're laying your left front chest on top of the thigh. Let the crown of head hang. Keep tractioning your left sitting bone straight back and rooting through that outer right heel. Crown of head descending toward the floor. Then press through both feet, gather the belly, slowly come on up and straighten that left leg all the way. Inhale, arching through the upper back, gazing up. Exhale, bend the left knee. Release your hands to frame that front foot, and we're going to swing the right heel over the toes, make our way into a twisting lunge. Right hand a little wider than the shoulder. Left fingertips reach up toward the sky. Engage and squeeze your right butt muscle to support your lower back. And inhale, expand the belly, look at the hand in the air. Exhale, release that left hand down. Plant your palms and step to plank. Now again, you can go right back to downward dog, or you can lower down one long line through chaturanga and inhale into any amount of back bend, shoulder blades gliding on the back. And exhale, tucking the toes, coming up to one more downward dog. Letting the head go. And we're going to lift the heels high, come up to tiptoes, tiptoe forward right between your thumbs. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold belly to thighs, Uttanasana. Press through your feet, inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Pausing in your Tadasana, mountain pose. Step the feet mat width distance apart and turn your toes out, your heels in. We're going to drop down into a squat. In your squat, elbows press gently to the inner knees, and we lift the chest, and we lift the crown of the head as the tailbone drops down. The toes are spread, and we pause here in this Malasana yogic squat. One more inhale, and then exhale. We're going to lean forward and release your hands to the ground, tented fingers. Start to lift your hips, and then straighten your legs. And turn your toes a little bit in, heels out, and fold into this kind of small, wide-legged forward fold with the feet about mat width distance. Take your hands to your outer ankles and fold the crown of the head toward the earth. And now plant your palms right between your toes and then step back into tabletop position. And then stand up on your knees, shake your hands off. Swing your arms a couple times forward and back, breathing deeply, loosening up your shoulders. And then we're going to swing the ankles underneath. Come on to sit and bring the soles of feet around. Feet together, knees splay open in a bound angle shape. Wrap your hands in front of your ankles. Lift up your heart. Back bend on your inhale. Exhale, reach forward and fold into this bound angle. Forward fold with hands on the ground or cupping around your toes. Spreading your chest forward toward your toes. And exhaling a little more into that fold. And then slowly gather the belly and roll on up through the crown. Bring your knees in and slide your heels out straight. Scoot yourself toward the front of your mat. Palms facing up, belly in. Slowly come down onto your back. And let's rest on the back. Coming all the way onto the back, letting your palms face up. Let's flex the feet and zip your feet together. And then reach your arms overhead and interlace your fingers and flip your palms away. So you're pressing your palms away from your outer feet and feeling this nice long opening. Big full inhale. And then exhale, open everything out into your Savasana. Separate your heels, let your toes flop open. Let the floor support you in this brief letting go of stress, letting go of tension, letting go of any area of the body that feels kind of off or has discomfort. Imagine that area dispersing and melting out through the whole rest of the body and out into the ether and down into the earth. Nowhere to go right now, nothing to do for a couple of breaths. The spine is resting and connected to the support of the floor, so the front body is open. The prana, the life force energy, flows freely through all the joints. The brain is soft, the heart is soft. And let's come into a gratitude practice for today. What do you have to be grateful for in this moment in time? Inviting that into your mind, your heart, your cells. And gently begin to wiggle fingers and toes. And when you're ready, reach your arms overhead for a big resetting stretch. Big full inhale, reset. And then exhale, gently draw both knees in for a hug. And you can rock and massage your back on the ground, letting go of any tension in your back. Remember your intention for today, and gently and with compassion, roll over to either side for a pause, and then slowly and gently, mindfully, press on up to sit. Welcome back to a tall upright seat, bringing your hands to heart center, thanking yourself for showing up, and I am wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and trust on the journey. Namaste. So grateful as ever for your presence here in classes. And if you can subscribe to my channel and hit that super thanks button to leave a tip for my efforts, that is always so appreciated. And look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day and hope you feel better.